mean, from the age of 13 to 22, I had gone through that period feeling as though I was carrying his weight in a red wagon, so to speak, up a very steep hill. And the higher you get on that hill with that weight in the wagon, it's as if the wagon gets too heavy to hold, and you find yourself forced to let it go. And of course, once you let go of something so valuable, you're running frantically to catch it. As you're watching it roll to its end. You know, you have a tendency to look hindsight and to really reevaluate things, to get a better perspective on just what could have happened to my baby to bring him to a place where he'd end up at 22 years old, dead, strangled to death in a mental institution. Some child who is angry for whatever reason walks into a school and shoots children. How about the 7-year-old child who hung herself in her bedroom? I mean, she hung herself in her bedroom. When her mother found her, she was hanging in her bedroom. What could have happened in a 7-year-old child's life, in her home, in her environment, in her school? What could have been going on in her mind to cause her to feel that there was no way out but to commit suicide? I remember when I was in the Power Up group, which is a group that works alongside the kids in the school system. And I had this group of kids ages 9 to maybe 15. And we were doing a play called House Party. And I gave them the opportunity to pick the song that they would choose to use. And so they brought in all this music, you know, and the song that they put in the box and started playing it. Everybody was up there dancing. And the song kind of went to the window, to the wall, to the window, to the wall. And everybody was just dancing, and I was kind of moving too because the music was really good and the beat was wonderful, you know. And this little 9-year-old child who was sitting right beside me, she looked up at me and she said to me, "Miss Denise, you're not going to want them to play that song for the play production." And I said, "Why, honey?" She said, "Because it's about oral sex." Now you tell me, what does a 9-year-old child know about oral sex? I mean, something is very wrong with our society. If a 9-year-old child can learn about oral sex through the media and with a song, that influence imparted in that young spirit creates a mental health crisis, and we have to do something about it. We are living in an all about me society. I mean, everything is all about what I want, what satisfies me, what gratifies my desires, what makes me feel great. It's about me. And it's unfortunate, but the what about me society is what adults are creating, but our children are living amongst. And that society is driving our children into a mental health state that is not healthy for their growth and their development. Sexual perversion is producing in this earth a wave of muddy waters, and we are birthing our children into this environment, and we are setting them free to try to swim through the muddy waters of life, and then we expect them to come out on the other side of the sea clean. You can't have it both ways. If you muddy up the waters, then you can't expect your children to come out clean. You put something in clean water and it comes out clean. You put it in dirty water and it comes out dirty. As a society, we have to decide, how do we want our children to come? As much as we don't want to accept it as parents, I think it's time for us to open our eyes and see that if we don't do something about the influence that is controlling the direction that our youth go in, we could lose a whole generation of youth.